Hi SwiftUI experts, welcome back to our another tutorial regarding about SwiftUI and getting your way one step at a time towards becoming a better SwiftUI expert. Now, today we're going to talk about how to use the Apple developer website to upload your codes or upload your apps and get them running towards the App Store. This would be about 3 to 4 video tutorials, so do take note, and also do stay tuned next week for the upcoming part 2 and part 3 is upcoming. So yeah, let's get right to it. And to another Swift tutorial, part 3. I'm looking forward to sharing more about how you get your apps going on and creating one of the best platforms ever for the world. Okay, now coming back. We've touched on pretty much about what App Store it will cover. So now I'm going to touch on the services, where you could see where the game center is being launched up, and you can see that we can allow challenges in the game, but we're not creating games, so unfortunately. But there will be a video about this as well, okay? And there are leaderboards and achievements, which are similar to the badges that are given by Apple if you accomplish something. Also, you want to take note of the export compliance documentation, because they'll be asking if there's any encryption algorithms that are proprietary, means required, and therefore we need to tell Apple about this in order for them to access or to remove within the plist itself. Okay, now promo codes are more like promotional codes for people that want to download or install your apps. So here you have promo codes, in-app promo codes as well, so you can generate that after you have done your app uploads and so forth. And back to the test flight. Now, test flight is more of a thing for those that have multiple developers. So maybe it could be 3 or more people working on the project. So you could create the builds and send in for them to test, and all the crashes and the screenshots will be provided down here where you can see all the differences, and you can also add in internal testing. You see, you can add up to 100 testers, which can be automatically distributed within your test flight. Okay, now you can also write in your test information where beta they would see. Okay, it's pretty much the same as the App Store information that you logged in. That one you can see in the first video, part 1. Pretty much about that one, I would say. Okay, now I'm going to touch on Xcode Cloud, something new, something in 2022 that people don't really use that, but they are not sure whether if it's ready or not. But I would say it's pretty much ready, because number one, it's like running a cloud system for your app. It's similar to GitHub in a sense, put it this way, but you do need GitHub. FYI for this, okay? So there are automated workflows built in Xcode, works with test flights, parallel testing. I like parallel pet testing. You can also build it into the App Store Connect, where you can see that. Okay, secured and private means there's a 2FA security authentication security. So that's pretty much about that. Now you can see analytics down here. We can see for other of your apps. For example, you can see my units down here where I have downloads about 10, 15, and 2 for the QuizWees. The rest are pretty much slow because I didn't do much of an update, and they're using all UIs as well. Okay, but the projects that I'm concentrating on right now are SkinV, NetAI, and QuizWee. Okay, so you can see that it's pretty much ongoing as well. Now, talking about analytics, we also can see trends down here where we can build up on, hey, what kind of app situation are we in? Okay, in order to see that, you can also see in the payment reports and also financial reports, etc. Now, all these are done depending on your, again, now I have a Wi-Fi slow speed, so I got a problem there. Okay, these are the proceeds that I have. Okay, now let's go to analytics, trends again. Let's see what we have. Now it's going to take some time. Okay, there we go. Now you can see the app units are down by 26%, and as you can see, all the trade ups for the net AI and so forth. United States have a huge download on that one again, and pretty much about from iPhone and iPad. Okay, I have about 19 units from United States, and currently they're down on that one, so I have to do some brush up on these. Okay, you can see the analytics. You can change the date accordingly. You can also add in filters and take in the units, sales proceeds and pre-orders. Okay, you can also see users and access, as well as agreements, which we touched on. Now, agreements and tax and banking are pretty much used, let's say, for compliances, like for example your free apps and your paid apps. You have to agree in order for your account to proceed towards deploying the app itself. Also, you do need to fill in the tax agreement, which are, as you can see, I've already filled in my tax agreements, and also the banking accounts, legal entity, and invoices. Okay. Now, we are using our sister's company in China, but we have a primary company in Singapore and Australia. Okay, so if you ever think about collaboration in terms of apps or mergers, or you want to add in some of your stuff, because we're not just doing purely on app development. So if you are interested, if you are, do contact us. Okay, anyway, this is what we have for now. Next week, the fourth week, is the week where I would launch how to upload your apps. And also the following week, on week 5, you would see certain things, for example, like a new brush up on the app that we are doing, maybe a 2.0, or how to name your Xcode projects in a very sequential base before your uploads. So stay tuned, okay? And meantime, have a wonderful evening, and I wish you all guys all the best with your Swifty, and do support our projects, okay? So I'll see you next week, guys.